Hello. Um, so I don't even know if I'm even gonna post this video, but it's been something I've been thinking about, and I wanted to just come on here and chat, I guess. I I guess what spearheaded all of this was that I just lost my grandfather um, last week, and he was really sick and he was suffering a lot. He never really bounced back from when he got COVID, and obviously that was 4 years ago. So he was going through, a lot of suffering, and he was really sick. And so we kind of knew it was going to eventually happen. We just didn't necessarily know when. And I thought I was prepared for it, but I wasn't. It was very shocking. And it's still kind of hard for me because I haven't lost anyone. I lost my grandparents on my mom's side when I was in middle school or high school, and I've had my dad's grandparents pretty much my whole entire life. I'm 30 years old. He was in his 80s. Um, but it put a lot in perspective for me because um, the last 2 weeks prior or before his passing, um, I was just in a really dark place, and really feeling not very good about this YouTube channel. This is actually my fourth YouTube channel. I've had three YouTube channels before this. One channel I had for 8 years. Um, Never saw any growth or success with it. And that was back in its like infancy in a way, YouTube, and it, people aren't doing the numbers they're doing now. And there's just so much content. And yeah, I was just feeling really down about, making videos and doing this, and even with like screenwriting and writing novels. And I don't know, I just was in a really, really bad place. And with his passing, it's made me kind of be more self-reflective, I guess. And I feel like that just is normal because you realize you know, how fragile life can be. And that was something that my grandmother said, was that, he lived a full life and he lived a long life. And and um I don't know, it just got me thinking. And I just thought, everything that I've done up until this point in my life, I can honestly say that I'm proud of it, and that I don't I may not have gotten the results, or I'm seeing the results that I want, or I've seen the success that I want, or I am pretty alone and I don't have enough money for rent half the damn time, and there's all these other like things, negative things that are happening. But overall, everything that I've done to get myself to this point, I'm very, proud of myself. Um, and that's not why I turned on this camera. We weren't supposed to talk about that, but it came out. Um, and I think I wanted to talk a little bit about content creators. And I was saying I was thinking about this last night because I was like, there are certain YouTubers that I can like literally binge watch all of their videos, like all day. And obviously there's that little bit of like, oh, I wish this was my life. I just feel like that just is natural when you're watching a YouTube video, or when you're watching like a day-to-day daily life video. It's you want to see videos of people living lives that you wish you had. I feel like that's normal. Um, but these particular two YouTubers, I genuinely love to watch their videos because they feel like people. and they're making money off of YouTube. They do sponsorships, all that kind of stuff. They could be influencers if they call themselves that, but they're definitely content creators. Um, but they feel like my best friends. I feel like when I'm looking at their videos, they feel like people to me. And I just was like, yeah, that's the difference. Like, I feel like there's a difference between people who make content for the internet and people who are content creators. And I feel like if you're a content creator, you're almost like a business person. And so they, everything that I feel like they do is calculated. And, I even was falling into that a little bit when I made my first vlog. If you look at my first vlog, I don't just walk around in my apartment in a full ass dress. That breakfast that I made was so good, but I do not eat breakfast in the morning. Half the time, I literally lay in my bed until about 12 o'clock with my laptop, watching some sort of movie, shoving chips in my pie hole until I eventually wake myself up and get my day started. It's very easy to feel like you have to curate your space in your life to look the most presentable because you have a camera in your face. And I think it's very easy to fall into that, especially when you are making content to eventually get paid because it's your full-time job. Like, you're going to do what works. And yeah, I just noticed how like all content creators literally live in the same city. They all have the same apartments. They all have the same talk, the way they talk. Hey guys, what's up? Like, they all have the same sponsorships. They all have the same. They all decorate their apartments the same way. And if you're someone like me who eats that shit up, I love a good day in the life video. I love it. That is like my jam. I can literally watch people move into a new apartment for the rest of my life on YouTube. It's so entertaining to me for some reason. Um, but if you watch enough of them, they start to feel the same, especially apartments. Like, everybody has the same apartment and everybody using the same bland, bare colors. Like, whenever you see a video with somebody with like uh, a bright like couch or something, it's like, oh my God, you actually have color in your apartment? What? Um, and yeah, I don't know. I just was thinking about that a lot. And I feel like when you're a content creator and you're trying to do what works and you're trying to do what is going to get you views because that's going to get you money, you kind of have to be a certain person and you have to be a certain way and act a certain way. And whether that's who you are or not, I have no idea. But I just feel like you guys know what I mean, right? And it's, I don't know, it's like, sorry, this car is like revving up and it's been revving up since I started talking. I do apologize. Um, but it's very easy to get caught up in that, and because you're consuming content and you're more than likely consuming content of people's lives that you wish you had, it's very easy to sort of feel like everybody is living a life like that. Like, everybody is living in luxury, everybody has these apartments, everybody has like tons of money to like live in these lavish places, and everybody's racking in views like that on YouTube. And when you're starting out and you're new, like somebody like me who's new, somebody like me who probably will never ever get to a certain point in my YouTube life, um, when it comes to views, just because I've been doing it for a really long time, it's really loud. I've been doing it for a really long time. This is, like I said, my fourth channel. I kind of know what to expect, but it can get, I don't know, it can make you feel really sad. And I don't know. I just been thinking about that. I literally have no idea if I'm making any sense at all. Um, but really, all I can say is just try not to take content creators seriously. Like, I feel like they could be one of the most unhappy people on the planet, but when they turn the camera on, they can't be that way. I think that vulnerability works really well on YouTube, but I think that also success and luxury works even better on YouTube. And so I think that it's very comforting in a way to pretend like you're more successful than maybe you actually are, or whatever it may be. Um, I mean, at the end of the day, they're trying to get a paycheck, so whatever works for them works for them. Um, just because someone has loads of money to spend on extravagant things, and obviously the way the YouTube works, like once you watch one video, you interact with the YouTube, it's like, hey, here's 10 more of these videos you can watch by the same person or by a bunch of other people. And it's just like, oh my God. And the next thing you know, you're like 10 videos deep into like someone's lavish lifestyle, and you're wondering like, why can't I have that? And it starts to make you innocently believe that other people or the rest of the world is living like that, and the majority of the world isn't living like that. And the majority of the world, or the majority of the people on YouTube, aren't making those views and aren't making money and aren't making, that it's not like it's just you. It's a lot of us out here, small channels, just out here trying to survive. Um, and yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm not trying to be a content creator. Like if I had my choice, I would totally be a screenwriter. But I don't know, just something I've been thinking about. And I guess like just not taking life too seriously in general. And if something makes you happy and if something excites you, to just do it and to always chase your happiness above anything else, follow your joy. And if something feels wrong, or if you feel any pain or discomfort for something that you're doing, then try to figure out what that is and why you have that, especially if it's something that gave you joy in the first place and then it started to kind of not give you joy anymore, which was YouTube for me. Try to figure out where those emotions are coming from, and fix it, because you should never jeopardize or compromise your happiness for anybody or anything. Um, and yeah, just don't take everything so seriously. Like, enjoy your life, be happy, have fun, do everything that you want to do, and don't look at the view count. If you can, don't worry about what everybody else is doing, because some people are making millions living a life that they don't even want, but they feel like they have to keep up with because they've set the tone. And yeah, anywho, I feel like I rambled for 11 minutes. I don't know if any of this made sense. I don't know if I'm even going to post this video, because who cares, for real, for real. But yeah, my grandfather's funeral is next weekend, and I'm gonna start posting videos regularly again in May. I just kind of had a rough patch, and I am trying to work my way through it. And yeah, yeah, don't take life so seriously and follow your happiness. I don't know how to end the vlog, or whatever this is, this video. That car has not shut up. Anyway, okay, I'm done talking. See you guys in 2 weeks, I think. Or see you in May. Or if I don't see you, good night, good evening, and good morning. What is it? If I don't see you, good morning, good night, good evening. I don't know what he says, but you guys seen the Truman Show. Okay, all right, bye.